for wealth creation. We dealt on the spiritual vehicle for wealth creation, and then in the spiritual vehicle for wealth creation, we talked about so many things, and one of those is first fruits. We talked about tithe, we talked about offering, we talked about parental honor, we talked about prophetic honor, we also talked about what again? Welfare and benevolence. So these are the things we talked about in the spiritual will for wealth creation. If you must have money, if you must be rich, if you must be wealthy, you must obey the spiritual angle to wealth and the physical angle to wealth. And those spiritual angle is the angles that we have dealt with. That is first fruit. You must be a first fruiter. You must be a tither. You must be an offering giver. You must be a prophetic, honorable person. You must be one that honors your father and your mother. It said, the Bible says, honor your father and your mother so that your days will be long in the earth. And let me tell you, when we talk about honoring your father and your mother, it's not about saying good morning, sir. Good morning, ma. Belema, belesa. I hope you're good, ma. I hope you're good, sir. That's not what the Bible is saying. The Bible is saying to honor them is to care for them, is to make sure that from time to time you care for them. If your father is sick, make sure that he takes his drug. As I went to, if your father needs a medical attention, you need to hire a nurse who will always visit your father to check his blood pressure and so many other things, and make sure that his drug or her drug, in case of your mother, it's always there. Don't always go to the village and walk away, or visit them and walk away without caring about them. And let me tell you, this has nothing to do with your father is rich, your mother is rich. Whether they are rich or not, it is to your own benefit to make sure that from time to time you invest in them by giving to them. Because there is an honor, there is an aspect of their lives which you need to take, and you can't collect it until you give. Isaac was a very wealthy person. Isaac was very wealthy, but he needed to eat a venison made by Esau, to be able to bless Esau. So he would have said, no, I will not need venison. Esau, come, let me bless you. So our parents need to receive from us so that their heart will bless us. Now we have a generation of parents that don't call their children to pray for them. How many of you receive prayer from your father and mother? Conscious prayer. We are not talking, Mom, God bless you. We are talking about, son, come, kneel down. That's what I want. Good. Very few of us. So we have a generation that don't pray for their children. How many of you pray for your children? Consciously. Good. Now, today is my daughter's birthday, my second daughter's birthday. I love ladies. I love ladies. Ladies, I don't know. Ladies are amazing. This girl just turned 10 today. My second daughter, Zara. And then I went into her room to sing happy birthday song for her. Before I got there, my wife was already there doing the happy birthday song and all that. And the girl was crying. And I asked, what is it? She says that she's emotional about it. That she's just turning 10. That God has just helped her. That she's becoming an adult, you know. You know, ladies. Hi. I said, which kind God create these women? Women are very unique set of people. A man at 10. That's what I say. He's moving like a rough, just a vagabond. You don't. May God bless women. Very. The thing is so touchy. I don't like hearing such things. So I cut her off immediately. I said, let's pray. Because I don't want anybody to make me cry this early morning. Praise God. Okay. Are we still going to preach this? Okay, so we have vehicles, spiritual vehicles for wealth creation. We have the physical vehicles for wealth creation. So that's exactly what I'm sharing on today. Now, the first physical vehicle for wealth creation, that is, you want to make money in this life, you want to become rich. One of the vehicles that will make you rich and wealthy in this life is what we call paid employment. Say paid employment. Good. Paid employment is one of the ways to be rich and wealthy. Okay. This set of people back there, why did the ushers keep you guys there? What? Oh, Reds. All right. God bless you guys. So, paid employment is one of the ways to be wealthy. Let nobody tell you or deceive you. You can become wealthy through paid employment. But one of the things you must do is to prepare for it. We have doctors who are multi-millionaires working for government, multi-millionaires. We have managers. I have a friend who is an executive director in a bank. Paid employment, but he's a big boy. I have people who are working in different organizations, and they are big. Some people are working in oil company, big. It's paid employment. But one of the things you must do is to prepare for the paid employment. As a young person that you are at this moment, you need to target that this is where I want to work, and you start preparing yourself and equipping yourself for working in such environment. Assuming you want to work in oil and gas and you choose a particular area, you don't need to study engineering, you don't need to study chemical to work in oil and gas. You can even study human resource. But that's your target. There is a level of education you will acquire. No company will resist you. So paid employment is good. It can make you millionaire. It can give you money. So it's an option. But one of the things you must know is that you must prepare for it. Otherwise, you will just get into paid employment and be moving from one day to another, and end up like some of our fathers who were civil servants. And at the end of the civil service, there was nothing they achieved other than civil service. Praise God. Because civil service is one of the an environment that would deceive you if you don't take time. Civil service, paid employment, they have deception. Because for every 32, 31, 30th, 29, 25, depending on when the salary comes, you have this hope that salary will come. So it makes some of us lazy. But paid employment can make you a millionaire, can make you big. I have uncles who are civil servants and they have houses in a village, have houses in the town, and they are living comfortably. So if that is the route you want to take, prepare for it. Praise God. The next one, physical wealth creation wheel, inheritance. Say inheritance. 10% of the world billionaires got their money through this means. 10% of the world billionaires. We have about, the last time I checked, we have about 290 something billionaires globally. 290 something billionaires in the world. And then 10% of these 200, how many are there? About 20 of them you can say inherited billionaire or billionaires. Inherited this. In other words, the rate at which people can be a billionaire through inheritance, very little. My great-grandfather was a billionaire. How do I know? By story. My great-grandfather was such, I don't know how Igbo people lost famine. My great-grandfather was so rich that if the cow of this man goes out to graze In the evening, when they are being brought back to their what? The ranch, they don't count them 1, 2, 3. What they do is that they bring a basket of mkpuru okwe. There is a tree we call okwe in my village. You bring a basket of mkpuru okwe and bring another empty basket. One enters, you throw in. As they are entering, you're throwing in. When they finish entering, what you count is what you have thrown in. Because if you count it, you will lose count. That's how wealthy he was. Is among the few that built a zinc house in the east. Among the few. The first zinc house. I said, not him. Among the few. So you don't carry me and misquote me. My father was there. Before he got to me, I didn't see anything. So, such money is hard. What our fathers now do is that now that they want to die, from 70, they start selling off their property and start eating the money. I know a lot of people like that now. He says, is it these people that will leave this in for? And they will kill themselves for it. They will sell it, put it in the account and be eating it. So inheritance is very minimal. So if your father is rich, don't hope on him. Don't be a prodigal son. Papa, die or give me what belongs to me. Don't be a prodigal son. Begin to think on how to establish yourself. So inheritance is not an option. Number 3. Physical vehicle of wealth creation. Number 3 of them is money market. Say money market. You must learn how money market works. Some of us don't even know what money market is. You know all the baby mamas of Davido. And the children given birth by them. And the one he's dating at the moment. But you don't know money market. You are too socially informed and financially illiterate. You cannot make money until you know about money. You attract what you know. If you want to make money, study money. Financial market. Financial market. We have a lot of instruments in financial market, but let me tell you one of them. One of them is savings. You see how simple financial market is. If it was a jump question now, if you feel this kind of thing now and come out, you will kill yourself after you know the answer. One of the instruments in financial market is savings. How many of us have savings account? Very few. How many of us have savings account? The mindset is now, do I have what to save? It never even reach. How many of us have savings account? Now, I will bring it down. How many of us have a savings account you don't touch until a certain number of months or years? Are you getting what I'm saying? Now, let me give you an example. Where you are today is as a result of savings. House on the Rock, Asaba. This land is savings, fruit of savings. So if you think that savings is wrong, think again. I don't care how much you make, you must have a particular amount of money that you save monthly. For me, if you make 100,000 in a month as your salary, 10,000 is for who? God. I have a principle. When Jesus was to pay for tax, they accosted him for tax. And he took a coin and asked them, whose head is here? He said, Caesar. He said what? Give Caesar what belongs to Caesar. Human, give God what belongs to God. For me, that is where the principles of saving comes. When I remove tithes, 10%, I will remove for Caesar savings. The least you can save from your income is the amount you paid for tithe. So as you're giving to God 10%, you're saving 10%. Use the rest. Let me tell you, it will never reach. Pastor, you know they reach. If we increase your salary, it will not reach still. So you know the rich is mindset. It's not about the money. Save the money. In 10 years, we saved 150 million in this church. That's how we bought this land. That's how we started this project. Was he rich in that time? You know they rich. But I was consistently making that savings. If I say you know they rich, by now we would have still been up there, struggling like every other, and then hoping that one day landlord, anybody that enters this compound is trespass. We can sue you. But when we were at the other place, if I hear that the landlord vehicle is blocking the gate, I will go and beg him. Okay, waiting now. We have paid now. He said, no, I want to increase my rent. It's okay, let's negotiate later now. Allow people to come into church now. I will beg. But savings took that shame away from us. Save. If you can't save monetarily, save in some elements. Buy gold. But if you're buying gold, know your level. Because I will advise you well. If you buy gold and you're trekking, you're risking your life and the gold. Because the day they will collect the gold, they may collect your throat. You know, these boys that snatch gold, they have rough fingers. Have they tried to snatch your teeth before? When they grab you like this, you just leave. You just leave. So I'm just saying that for a class. I have 3 million naira. I don't know what to do with it. If you can't keep saving it because of depreciation and devaluation, go and buy gold and keep. It will, you know, they go down. Praise God. But that's by the way. The second thing you do in the capital market is in the money market is fixed deposit. Fixed deposit. Fixed deposit. You will know what fixed deposit is. You make an amount of money, 1 million naira. If I leave this money, I go chop am. You fix deposit. After 3 months, after 90 days, after 12 months, after 6 months, they give you a particular percentage. In fact, there's a kind of fixed deposit as you're fixing, they are giving you immediately, up front. So these are ways to make money. Another thing is treasury bill. Treasury bill. We know what treasury bill is. Issued by majorly the central bank. When the government is looking for money and they source money from the hand of individuals, they sell bills. You buy the treasury bill. After a while, you make profit over them because you're paid back by the government. How many of us have bought treasury bill here? Very few. Buy treasury bill. You use it and just stock your money. I know you're not touching it in the next 90 days. You're not touching it in the next 180 days. Just put the money there. So you make profit on the money. Let me tell you, you must be financially intelligent. That's why professors are poor. Because you know chemistry, but you don't know finance. Okay, let's move. Another number 4 is that you must be literate in the capital market. We have money market, we have what? Capital market. These are two different markets. Capital market is different from money market. Now, let me tell you, all I'm telling you is not all that is contained in these markets. I'm just telling you a few out of it. In case you're financially literate in this field, you don't say, Pastor, no, you don't even know the thing. They know we have 10 I'm not here, I'm not a lecturer. I'm just here to educate you, to stir up your appetite to study, so you can go and get aware of these things and take advantage of them. Capital market, when we talk about capital market, we talk about stocks. How many of you have stock? Sure. You go buy stock in a bank. Buy in anything, buy stock. In fact, stock market went down around 2000 and I think it's between 2006 to 2010. 2006 to 2010, stock market went down. And since that time, majority of Nigerians don't believe in stock market again. Everybody is selling. I don't want to buy again. Because when the stock market in Nigeria boomed, even the fool in the village had stock. Because he boomed. Everybody was throwing in money. All of a sudden, whoo, the thing crashed. And people now ran away from it. But let me tell you, you can still buy stock. Most of our fathers that bought stock didn't buy it for themselves. They bought it for us. I know a particular young man that the father died. And they didn't know that the letters that come to their house from time to time was heavy money. Until all of a sudden, another friend of his who is financially aware saw those things and said to him, your father gets stock now, go check it out now. He said, oh boy, leave that thing. Oh, no, be paper, bank people, they go fit. Before you know it, this guy had 16 million naira through the father's stock that he didn't know about. So buy the stock, allow it there. Your money is increasing. Buy it. So it's also another way to make money. The next one is mutual fund. Mutual fund. How many of you know what mutual fund is? Peter, what is mutual fund? If you are confused about what I'm teaching, go and ask him after service. Because he read accounting to PhD. So if you want to get more financially aware, you can talk to him, especially in this area I am talking about. So he will help and educate you free of charge. These are the things we gain in church. Yes, I'm saying it. He will do it free of charge. Because the one I'm saying, am I collecting money from you? Now I refer customers to you to just start charging the money. After all, government bond. Government bond, you buy bonds from the government, and after a while you collect your money. And then number five, I feel like talking about number 5 and 6 and the rest another time. But let me start it. Number 5 is real estate. Real estate. Say real estate. Real estate is the surest of them all. As the name is, so it is. Real estate. It is real. You can feel it. You can see it. You go touch it. It's real. What is real estate? In a layman's language, investment in land. Land. The least you can do, let me tell you, any young lady here working already, you've worked for 5 years, relatively in a good place, and after 5 years, you don't have one land somewhere. Liability, waiting. Liability in waiting. Any young man, you don't have land, not even in Ugboru. You make money, you eat the money, you make money, you eat the money. I told you about a land I bought in Enugu about 5 years ago. I bought the land 1.5 million. When they gave me the document of the land, the guy who bought the land, whose father bought the land, they bought it about 100 plus of land, 30 naira. The man bought the land in 1972. naira. Many years after, the children started enjoying the money. 5 years ago, they were selling each 1.5 million. I beg. The place is still far inside in Enugu. Even at that today. You can imagine when the man bought it. They used lantern, machete to clear the way as they were going to show him the land. But he saw there and bought it. So if inside of Banam is far for you, you are blind. If Ogwashuku is far, you are blind. In fact, blind Bartimaeus. Look for where land is cheap. Look for the land that will size your pocket now. Buy it. Stop wasting your money. Buy the land. 250,000, buy it. 150, buy it. It's 50,000 they are selling, buy it. Pastor, but I'm not always around. I don't have a relation there. But what if you consider the wind, you will never sow. Buy it, let somebody collect it. Have the pride and tell your children the story. I once had a land that somebody collected. It's a pride. One of the lands I bought in Asaba many years ago in Asaba, 400,000. Today, somebody's house is standing on it. I didn't argue. I didn't fight. I left. I not get strength to fight. I came to check my land. Somebody's house was standing in it. I don't know where to start the matter. Listen, I want to tell this guy. It's there. Off Infant Jesus. It's there. But I can go and show my children. See this place? Not my own. Don't mind them all. They took it from me, but not my own. At least they know their father once had a land that somebody took. Buy a land, my friend. Stop. You are not Bill Gates. Stop using your money for benevolence. Benevolence in the beer parlor. Take. And they are calling you name. You're happy. Okay, man. You're happy. You just be doing it. You're just building poverty for the generation behind you. Real estate. Land will not increase in size, but will increase in value. If you buy 100 by 100, it will remain 100 by 100. But after 2-3 years, the value will increase. I told you about the land, 1.5 million. The place is not even developing fast. As we speak now, the land is 3 million. How much have I gained? 1.5. If that money that time, if I had put it in the savings, from that time till now, it would be now 750. Because inflation would have dropped it down. But after 5 years, it's now 1.5. Go buy a land. Look for it somewhere. Make sure it's as genuine as you can. Investigate about it. If you don't know anything about it, we have land vendors in this church. If you don't know them, come. I will show you. They are in this church. They will help you and push you to where your money will fit in. Buy from estate developers because their own is more certain. At least you know who to hold. When they buy up an area, they will give you an opportunity to pay in installment. You buy from them. But buy. Let me tell you 3 businesses that every world billionaire is involved in. Every world billionaire you know has an investment. You want to write? One, every world billionaire have his own business. His own business. 2, has an investment in real estate. 3, has an investment in stock market. Bill Gates doesn't deal on only softwares. He has his own business. That is that software development. Then he's into real estate and he owns stocks. So these 3 things is what makes people billionaire. If you're not an owner of a business, you are limited. Then you have to get into real estate. You also have to invest in stock market. Things you need to know about real estate. Just 3. Land may not increase in size, but will increase in value. Number 2, location is key in real estate, depending at your level. Location is key in real estate, depending on your level. Now, if you want to do real estate as a business and you have money, you have to be careful of location. But if you are an upcoming, you don't consider location much. You can go and buy as you grow. The land is growing with you. Number 3, population and development around the area is also key. That is, these are people who deal in real estate. Population in the area, development in the area is key. Now, let me give you some clues. If you want to get into real estate as a business, these are things, indicators that show you that a place will do well. Number 1, if you hear now that the government is about to establish University of Okpanam, move to Okpanam and buy land. Go to that area. They want to establish one national this for national that. Move to that environment. As government is indicating interest, putting signboard, by the other side, go and buy land. These are things. If you hear that House on the Rock is moving into a particular place, go there and buy land. If you hear that a very big church is moving into a particular site to build their camp, go there and buy land. These are indicators that will increase the value of a land or anything around the environment. You don't just wait. Factors, indicators. When government development is, they want to build an airport in that area, go there and buy land. They want to build hospital in that area, go there and buy land. Number 6, which is the last for today. We'll treat the other 4 next Sunday. You must establish your own business. Every world billionaire have their own business. You must establish your own business. You must establish your own business. There is a limit. Let me tell you, no matter how wealthy you are under somebody, your name is subsumed in the person's name. That's the thing about working for paid employment. No matter how rich, no matter how big you are under somebody, nobody. Let me tell you, the manager of Dangote Group is a billionaire, but nobody knows his name. Own your business. That's why when I see some of us in this church, especially those of us who are into fashion, who are into that, who are into the other, don't play with it, don't joke with it. you are swimming in money if you only take it seriously. Anything you do that is your own, work on it. Don't be afraid to start your own business. Don't be afraid. Dangote was once afraid to start, but he started. Look at where he is. Otedola was once afraid to start, he started. Look at where he is. And many other people, they were afraid to start, but they started. Start your own business. Give it your best. And I'm talking to you now because I know most of us are young. These young people, start it now when you have the strength to face it. Because there is a time you will get to. You won't have the tenacity, the ruggedity to withstand the pressure of business. I've done businesses, I've lost money. I've lost money. But for every time I lose, there's a time when we did business, this screen business. We did and then made one small money. We collected it together and gave it to one thief. I have not seen, the guy is a smart thief. That's the first time I started seeing, I observed fake alert. There's a particular thing we wanted to import through him, medical gloves. He gave us the proposal was too sweet. His discussion with the company in Malaysia was clear. I had already Fool has gone to on the chat to make inquiries. I arranged the people that will be buying them. They were waiting for me. I didn't know I was just a fool. Let me tell you, they will never dupe me. They will never dupe me. They never drop proposal where you like. When these boys drop proposal where you like, they will not just dupe you. They will even you will go with it. That's how the guy collect my money. All of us contribute 20-something million. The guy was even giving us a picture of the container as he was about to leave Malaysia. Picture and the high sea. Tracking number that only him can track. Be careful, oh. Boys are very smart, oh. Key. When you want to get into any form of partnership in business, don't get involved into a business that you will not be involved in. Don't get involved into a business you will not be involved in. One, don't get involved into a business you don't know about. Don't get involved into a business in the form of partnership that there is no paperwork to. You know what paperwork is? Get a lawyer involved. No, he's my friend. He's my friend. We have known for years. We grew up together. Let me tell you, that 5 years that you people separated, you don't know what he has become. Paul of Tarsus, he has gone for training somewhere within that 5 years. You still think he's the Chukuma of yesterday? No. Chukuma is trained now. Then you bring the money. He will eat it. And some of them are too bold, too audacious. That with your money, this guy was buying us things with our money. I will go to Lagos for us to discuss and negotiate about this business, and when the container is coming, excitedly, I will go to Lagos. And 3 of us in the business and him 4. Anytime I land in Lagos, he will carry all of us to one joint in around Festac. There's these communities around Festac. Yeah? So we go there. Unfortunately for me. Now me no eat that money. I will just sit down and be drinking water. These guys will be drinking. They are heavy eaters. Before we finish that thing, each person sees bottles of beer. You don't bring it down. And I'm not a eater. Even the meat, I will eat small and be drinking water. I'll be saying, you will just come because of my name. You say, donate something. And if I knew it was my money, I would have increased my appetite now. So I was the one who was the fool. The other people ate at least something. The boy is nowhere to be found. He has gone. I'm not even looking for him again. And that's why I'm teaching you, don't get involved into something you don't know about. If you want to get involved, call a lawyer. If you don't know a lawyer, you know me. Call me. I won't charge much. Some of you think that lawyer is expensive. Lawyers are not expensive. There is no fixed price to law. You can negotiate. I beg. And you corner a lawyer in his tight mood, he will collect anything. And then that's the thing. And do the due diligence. Before you know it, the person is afraid of what has happened. Maybe after signing that contract, 1-2 weeks later, you tell him, that business, the way I'm seeing it, it won't work. Let's just forget it. Because he's afraid of the thing he has entered into. But some of you want to cover everybody's eyes so that when you emerge, you just become a millionaire and surprise the people. Then you surprise yourself. Have you learned something today?